This is Mistakes in the Making.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Brandon Hirsch, and I'm here to talk about mistakes. I guess, the mistake that I chose, and there have been quite a few, but I had to choose one that made me better. And one of the mistakes that I made was more so as a writer. And I'll clump this in because it affected me as an artist, for what I do on camera. Probably even more so, as that was much more of an active thing that I was actually pursuing. Several years ago, I got, in my zeal to sort of explore this, my capacity for writing and passion for writing. I was presented a project, and the project was presented to me with the concept. The person was said to me, "Hey, I know that I can get this movie made." And, after several interviews and, lots of beer drinking and coffee talk and all of this sort of stuff, I decided to, enter into an agreement with this person to execute on this script. And it was a multi-year process, which I knew that would, likely be the thing. But it was a multi-year process that it sputtered. It was emotionally draining, and it really did. It really did. It took something away. Like I lost. It eroded my passion. It eroded my desire to pursue writing. And, not to toot my own horn, but I was pretty good at it. Unfortunately, I never wrote anything that was in or marketable. And I'm talking about screenwriting, anything that was in or necessarily marketable. And I had a couple of shorts that we shot, and that was pretty much where it lied for me after this project. So that was a huge mistake. I spent a lot of time away from my fiance/wife, from my newborn child. And then I spent a lot of time investing in that project that I could have been investing in myself as an actor, or even investing in other people in the community, time that I will never, ever get back. So that was a huge mistake. However, having made that mistake in such a tremendous way, it really got me to a point to where I started to reevaluate what it would take for me to engage in anything, whether it was on camera or when, again, honestly, I haven't written anything since. I haven't opened up Final Draft since. And a lot of it still has to do with, for lack of better terms, the trauma that I brought upon myself by putting myself in a situation that I honestly, if you had been somebody else, if somebody else had brought me that scenario, I probably would have advised them to, get some level or some shape or some style of compensation in order prior to engaging. But I didn't do that. I went on faith, and I was wrong. So I learned that I can be wrong. But it also, again, it forced me to reevaluate the way, what it would take for me to engage fully in projects. I had people come to me with some wonderful projects and say, hey, but this is what we have to do this with. And sometimes I'd have to say no, because it was going to cost more than it was going to return. And I need ROI, whether it's mentally, physically, or spiritually. At any point when I'm doing these things now, time is finite, and that's really, really important to me. So that's a big mistake. I got involved in a project that I knew better than to get involved in. I got into it for free, and I allowed it to go on much longer than it should have. And it took something away. It sort of eroded something that was really, really important to me. And I still, as of yet, and I've forgiven those people and forgiven myself, but I've still yet to open that up again. So, but it's made me better because the quality of the projects that I auditioned for and thus accept and am offered is significantly better than it was at that time in my life. And just valuing my time and the time of others to the degree that I manage inquiries and offers with a much, much greater scrutiny. I can be a very, very difficult yes. Ask the guys about getting me on this podcast. I can sometimes I have to be chased around, but but once I say yes and I'm fully committed, then I'll show up and I'll hit my mark and say my lines. So that's what I got. That was my big mistake. If you would like to check out any of my future exploits or any of my stay up to date on my current projects or anything like that, you can find me at I am B Hirsch. That's IamBHirsch at Instagram or on Twitter at the same handle. I'm also on Facebook, Brandon Hirsch. I haven't maxed out on my 5,000 friends yet, so you can come and join me. I'm a little more active on Instagram, but come check me out. If you have any questions or anything, you can actually, I'll give my email address. DM me. I don't see. There I go. There I go again, giving too much. I am B Hirsch at Instagram is probably your best bet. Thanks so much.
You've been listening to Mistakes in the Making. If you have your own mistake that you've made while in the film industry and you want to let others know so they don't make the same mistake, reach out to us at contact@bonsai.film and we'll take it from there. You can also reach out to us on social media at _Bonsai Creative on Instagram and Twitter. And you can search for us on YouTube and Facebook by searching for Bonsai Creative. You can also visit our website where we have industry insights and links to all of our podcasts and so much more at www.bonsai.film. And thank you for listening.